The president says he hopes the new sanctions will force Russia's president to pay a steeper price for his aggression.
Well, since the war began, dozens of Ukrainians have fled to Toledo for safety. But it's not the easiest transition, coming from a country that's in ruin and having to relearn their way of life.
Yes, and tonight, a mother and her son share how they are getting settled into this new normal.
Нет, где бомбежки нет, но слышали часто сирены, прилетали ракеты тоже.
She wasn't bombed, she was not in that area, but she heard sirens all the time.
That's the reality for many people still living in Ukraine, nearly 2 years after Russia's invasion.
Но военных действий не было там.
There was no war on the ground, but they were fighting, you know, they could hear the sirens, and the other areas near her, they were bombed.
After the constant unease, Victoria Hatzikovska decided it was time for her family to find safety.
How is the food at school?
Як харчування в школі?
Все добре.
All is well.
Victoria and her son Artem arrived at the end of January. But getting here wasn't an easy process, and it takes time for approval.
When they come to the United States with the parole, with the Uniting for Ukraine program, probably 2-3 months. You know, most people don't speak English. It's kind of scary.
That's Svetlana Stahl. She's helped relocate 5 families to Northwest Ohio since the war broke out. Once they arrive, she connects them with other Ukrainians in the area to help them get settled.
We collect more food, toys, and other stuff for this new family. And when they come in, we can help with anything what they need, with documents, maybe driving somewhere because they not have car now.
Stahl came to the States as a refugee herself and knows how hard the transition can be. She believes it's her responsibility to help others.
I connect them to people that will help them apply for benefits, to find them a job. I take people to school, Water for Ishmael.
Victoria says everyone has been welcoming and that she's working to find a job. She was a chef at a resort before she left Ukraine and says she misses it.
Я очень хочу работать.
She wants to work.
Мне тяжело сидеть дома. Так.
She said she kind of suffers to stay home and do nothing.
Reporting in Toledo, Kaylee Kirby, WTOL 11.
Also, Victoria's husband is still in Ukraine and working to join his family, of course, here in Ohio. He needs his visa approved and hopes to bring him here in a couple months.
They're allowed to stay for 2 years, but they can extend if that war is still going on.